RMS Titanic was a British passenger liner, operated by the White Star Line, which sank in the North Atlantic Ocean on April 15, 1912 after striking an iceberg during her maiden voyage from Southampton, United Kingdom, to New York City, United States. Of the estimated 2,224 passengers and crew aboard, more than 1,500 died, making it the deadliest sinking of a single ship up to that time. It remains the deadliest peacetime sinking of a superliner or cruise ship. RMS Titanic was the largest ship afloat at the time she entered service and the second of 3 Olympic-class ocean liners operated by the White Star Line. She was built by the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast. Thomas Andrews, the chief naval architect of the shipyard, died in the disaster. Titanic was under the command of Captain Edward Smith, who went down with the ship. The ocean liner carried some of the wealthiest people in the world, as well as hundreds of emigrants from Great Britain and Ireland, Scandinavia and elsewhere throughout Europe, who were seeking a new life in the United States and Canada. The first-class accommodation was designed to be the pinnacle of comfort and luxury with a gymnasium, swimming pool, libraries, high-class restaurants and opulent cabins. A high-powered radio telegraph transmitter was available for sending passenger Marconi grams and for the ship's operational use. Titanic had advanced safety features such as watertight compartments and remotely activated watertight doors, contributing to its reputation as unsinkable. Titanic was equipped with 16 lifeboat davits, each capable of lowering 3 lifeboats, for a total of 48 boats. She carried only 20 lifeboats, 4 of which were collapsible and proved hard to launch while she was sinking. Together, the 20 lifeboats could hold 1,178 people, about half the number of passengers on board, and 1/3 of the number of passengers the ship could have carried at full capacity, consistent with the maritime safety regulations of the era. When the ship sank, many of the lifeboats that had been lowered were only about half full. Sinking. The Titanic left Southampton on April 10, 1912 and stopped in Cherbourg, France. Her next stop was Queenstown, Ireland, before heading west toward New York. On April 14, 4 days after crossing, about 375 miles 600 kilometers south of Newfoundland, she struck an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. The collision caused the hull panels to buckle inward along the starboard, right side, leaving 6 of her 16 watertight compartments open to the sea. She is designed to withstand submersion of up to 4 compartments. Some passengers and crew were evacuated in lifeboats. A disproportionate number of men were left on board, as lifeboat loading was generally followed by a women and children first protocol. At 2:20 a.m., the ship broke and sank with well over 1,000 people on board. Just 2 hours after the Titanic sank, the Cunard liner RMS Carpathia arrived at the scene, carrying an estimated 710 survivors. The Titanic wreck was discovered in 1985 by a French and American expedition sponsored by the U.S. Navy. She split in 2 and gradually collapsed at a depth of 12,415 feet. Thousands of artifacts have been recovered and displayed in museums around the world. The Titanic is the second largest ocean liner wreck in the world, after her sister ship her HMHS her Britannic. However, since the Britannic was being used as a hospital ship at the time of her sinking, she is the largest sunk to have sunk while in service as a liner.